Basically, what it's about Ivan, who is a very angry man at God, because he believes that even though we as human beings still look up to God, he believes that God have turned our backs on us, because he feels that God has allowed children to be mistreated, and he believed that God, like don't want like don't want us to like love one another, even though he says love one another, but like the way we are suffering and the way that we are mistreated towards like society and the world. And he feels that like God doesn't care about us, basically. And that comes from him because he himself went through a lot. Like he was like had a rough childhood growing up, so he feels like God has like ab- ab- abandoned us. um and he believes that the world is no longer a better place because we aren't better people. So it's like, how can you make the world a better place when you don't have better people? And he feels like like this is like, okay, well, how do we do good when we don't get good back? Like, how do we do this good? How do we make this a better life, a better word, and yet we're not getting anything good out of it? That's basically what he talks about in the story. But one thing that really struck me and that really changed my perspective, because I'm a Christian actually, and it changed my perspective a lot, was when he says in the beginning of the reading of the article, he says, I must make you one confession. I could never understand how one can love one neighbor. It is just one neighbor. To my mind, that one can't love, though one might love those at a distance. That really got me thinking, because even like in the Bible, it says, you must love your neighbor like you love yourself. Do to others what you want, to be done to you. So I was thinking, how could he say that, you know, that you can't just love your neighbor? That's where it starts. That's the foundation of where true love come out of. You have to love your neighbor so that you can be able to love two, three, four people, with time. And also, like in the Bible, it doesn't say that like God turned it back on us. And I feel like we as human, even in the Bible, it does say, Jerusalem starts within itself. So yes, you have to love yourself a lot. You have to, treat yourself. You have to take care of yourself first before you can give it out there to other people. You can't give what you do not have. So I feel like because he had a really bad childhood, because he was maybe maltreated, and he talks about like being beat, lacking some of the things as a child growing up. So that stuck with that got stuck with him. He was growing as he was growing up, so he can't feel or think differently from how he lived, how he experienced his life. So I totally understand where he's coming from. And I'm not like judging him anything, but I'm just saying that, like, maybe if he had like a different childhood, then he would have experienced something different, and maybe he would have better things to give or to say to others. um I also want to touch into something else. I only got a couple seconds left. What was the other question? Which moment or scene? Okay, so that moment alone kind of like added more into my understanding of culture and value. It's just like don't judge somebody else's culture or put value into it until you really get to understand who they are, you know, and what it means or how it represents them as a person. And I would love to share this article with people from our country, because we really need to understand this. We need love with each other. We need to love each other so that we can love, we can have enough love to change our country. I feel like reading this and spreading this throughout my country will have a lot of impact. It will change a lot of things. This reading was such a great reading because he really touches on things that, you know, get you really to sit and think, wow, you know, I need to do better. A change need to start with me. You know, he didn't have it all, but he only spoke on what he had, he knew he went through. So I understand him, but at the same time, you know, it's never too late to do something else or to do better. Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you get something out of it. Have a good one. Bye.